How can we hear God speak and how do we know his voice? This has been a topic of discussion in the community groups and discussion groups for Cross Community Church in recent days, and we want to talk about that together. One of the ways that we are talking about that is through the Bible study called Experiencing God. We, as a congregation, are looking at that workbook and invite you to join us with that. And because the topic of listening to God and learning how to hear Him speak has become such an important issue in our discussions, we're going to take time this week to be studying any parts that you'd like from pages 1 to 48 of the book Experiencing God, that workbook. So if you'd like to do that, we encourage you to do that. There's some great information in there, discussion starters, Bible studies, verses that can help us understand, along with some teachings to help us understand how we can learn better to understand God's voice. If you'd like to be part of that, we encourage you to read, again, as much or as little as you'd like from the Experiencing God workbook through page 48, and then come to a discussion time that we'll be having together Thursday, August 4th, 7 p.m. at Panera Bread on Old Hickory Boulevard. The point of what we're trying to do with Cross Community Church is help people have a vibrant relationship with Jesus, to be alive with Him. And we've said to do that, as we look at the book of Acts in particular, that it's uncomplicated and yet it's consistent in what is done. In fact, the book It by Craig Groeschel helps define it as well. What we're hoping for this vibrant relationship with God, here's a quote from that book. When a ministry, and I would insert the word too, a person, a believer, has it, talking about this vibrant relationship with God, everyone can usually feel it, but they have trouble describing it. Everyone recognizes it, but no one knows precisely what it is. Just like with the first church in the New Testament, there, it was from God, by God, and for God. And that's what we want our lives to experience. So, between now and August 4th, we hope you'll take a look at what's involved with learning to hear and discern God's voice. And come be a part of the discussion as we talk about that Thursday, August 4th, 7 p.m. at Panera Bread on Old Hickory Boulevard.